By 2030, up to 800 million jobs worldwide could be displaced by automation. That is not a science fiction prediction. That is a finding from McKinsey Global Institute, one of the most respected research organizations on the planet. And the industries being transformed are not just factories and warehouses. They are hospitals, law firms, newsrooms, and classrooms. Automation is not coming. It is already here. In the next 10 minutes, you are going to discover exactly how automation is reshaping every major industry on Earth, which sectors are being hit first and hardest, and what the data actually says about jobs, wages, and the future of human work. We will also reveal the one counterintuitive truth that most automation experts quietly acknowledge but rarely say out loud, because it challenges the entire narrative you have been sold about what this technology actually means for ordinary people. To understand where we are, you need to understand where this started. The first wave of industrial automation began in the late 18th century with the invention of mechanical looms and steam-powered machinery. Skilled textile workers in England, known as the Luddites, famously smashed machines in protest. They were not wrong to be afraid. Entire craft professions disappeared within a generation. But new jobs emerged in factories, railways, and eventually electricity and telecommunications. This historical cycle repeated through the 20th century. Assembly lines replaced manual labor. Computers replaced bookkeepers. ATMs replaced bank tellers, or so the story goes. In reality, the number of bank tellers actually increased after ATMs were introduced, because lower operating costs let banks open more branches. History suggests automation destroys certain tasks while creating new categories of work. But there is a reason this time genuinely feels different. The current wave of automation is driven by artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced robotics working together at a speed and scale that is completely unprecedented. Previous automation replaced muscle. This automation is replacing mind. Algorithms can now read medical scans, write legal briefs, generate financial reports, and even compose music. The cognitive tasks that were supposed to be permanently human territory are being absorbed by software at a rate that no generation before us has ever experienced. Let us start with manufacturing, because that is where the story is most visible. Global industrial robot installations hit a record 553,000 units in 2022 according to the International Federation of Robotics. In South Korea, there are now 1,000 robots for every 10,000 manufacturing workers, the highest robot density of any country on Earth. Companies like BMW and Tesla operate facilities where the majority of physical assembly is performed by robotic arms working 24 hours a day without breaks, benefits, or errors caused by fatigue. The result is higher output, tighter tolerances, and dramatically lower per unit costs. But here is what nobody talks about. The workers who remain in these factories are more skilled, better paid, and work in safer conditions than their predecessors. Automation did not eliminate manufacturing jobs entirely. It restructured them around supervision, programming, and quality control. Healthcare is the next frontier, and the changes here are already profound. The FDA has approved AI diagnostic tools that can detect diabetic retinopathy from retinal images with greater accuracy than most ophthalmologists. IBM Watson Oncology has been used in hospitals across Asia and Latin America to recommend cancer treatment plans. Robotic surgical systems like the Da Vinci platform have assisted in more than 10 million procedures worldwide. AI-powered triage systems in emergency rooms are reducing wait times and improving outcomes. Pathology, radiology, and dermatology are the three specialties most exposed to AI displacement, according to research published in The Lancet. But the demand for nurses, therapists, and primary care physicians is projected to grow sharply, because human connection in healthcare cannot be automated away. Agriculture is an industry that most people overlook in this conversation, and that is a significant mistake. Precision agriculture technology is transforming how food is grown globally. John Deere now sells fully autonomous tractors that plant, fertilize, and harvest crops using GPS and computer vision without a driver. Drone fleets monitor crop health across thousands of acres in real time. AI-powered irrigation systems reduce water usage by up to 40% while maintaining or improving yield. In vertical farming facilities like those operated by Aero Farms in New Jersey, robots manage every stage of growth in controlled indoor environments. global food demand is expected to rise 60% by 2050. Without agricultural automation, meeting that demand would be nearly impossible. The legal industry is perhaps the most surprising sector in this story. Law firms have historically been among the most resistant to technological change, protected by licensing requirements and the complexity of human judgment. But AI is dismantling that resistance faster than anyone predicted. Tools like Kira Systems and Luminance can review thousands of contracts in hours, identifying clauses, risks, and anomalies that would take junior associates weeks to find. Deloitte estimates that 114,000 legal jobs in the UK alone are at high risk of automation. Document review, due diligence, and legal research, the entry-level work that trains young lawyers, is being absorbed by software. This raises a serious question about the pipeline of legal talent. If machines do the foundational work, how do future lawyers develop expertise? Finance moved faster than almost any other sector. High-frequency trading algorithms now execute the majority of stock market transactions, making decisions in microseconds based on data patterns no human analyst could process in real time. JP Morgan's Coin program reviews commercial loan agreements in seconds, a task that previously required 360,000 hours of lawyer time annually. Robo-advisors like Betterment and Wealthfront manage over $1 trillion in assets globally. Fraud detection systems powered by machine learning save financial institutions billions of dollars per year by flagging anomalous transactions before they are completed. Back-office banking functions are being eliminated at scale, with major institutions reducing headcount in processing and compliance through software that simply does the work faster and with fewer errors. Retail has been under automation pressure for over a decade. Amazon's warehouse network is operated by more than 750,000 robots that pick, sort, pack, and ship products with extraordinary efficiency. Amazon Go stores use camera arrays and sensor fusion to let customers walk in, take products, and leave without ever interacting with a cashier. Self-checkout technology has become standard across grocery chains worldwide. Supply chain management software powered by AI now handles inventory forecasting, supplier negotiations, and logistics routing automatically. The retail jobs that remain are increasingly focused on customer experience, curation, and brand storytelling, the human elements that drive loyalty. Here is the counterintuitive truth that very few people in this conversation want to confront. Studies consistently show that companies that adopt automation at scale tend to hire more people, not fewer, in the medium term. MIT economist David Otter, one of the world's leading researchers on labor markets, found that while automation does eliminate specific tasks, it simultaneously raises productivity, lowers prices, expands markets, and creates entirely new categories of employment. The challenge is not the total number of jobs. The challenge is the transition, and the speed at which workers can acquire the skills that the new economy demands. The countries and companies that invest heavily in workforce retraining alongside automation are already pulling ahead. Germany is the clearest example. It has one of the highest robot densities in the world and one of the lowest unemployment rates in Europe. Its apprenticeship system continuously adapts to industrial needs, creating a workforce that grows alongside automation rather than being left behind by it. Compare that to regions of the American Midwest where manufacturing automation arrived without parallel investment in workforce development, and you see dramatically different outcomes. The pattern is clear. Automation does not treat every worker, industry, or nation equally. It rewards adaptability, investment in skills, and policy frameworks that support transitions. The industries most vulnerable are those built on repetitive, predictable, codifiable tasks. The work that endures is creative, relational, and contextual, the things machines can simulate but not truly replace. What this means for you, for businesses, for governments is this. Automation is not a threat to be stopped. It is a force to be directed. The question is never whether to automate, but how to do it in a way that captures the efficiency gains while supporting the people whose work is being restructured. Before you go, if you learned something valuable today, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to Flash Trend for a brand new video every single day. We will see you in the next one.